Hey, how are you? Nice. Good to hear. Very good. Good job. I am very full and very thirsty right now. In a good way. I also have my dessert standing in front of me. Because not only did we eat hot pot, I also made anpan. And I did the amount of anpan. I have just X'd a glass of water. I did the amount of anpan that I usually would have made for bringing to a like big event. So we have a lot of anpan now. I like to do that amount because it basically uses up an entire can of anpan of anko. Let me just see. Anything new with these guys? We still need persuasion up by a lot. Don't even know how to raise that yet. You want animals? Can't raise that either. What is this? I have harvested a sturdy mushroom log. You're still just basically here for tutorials. Yes. Hello. Goodbye, mother. You want biology? Which... Hey there! How are you? Our biology is fairly high up. We're at 15 now, okay. Doing good, how you been? I am also doing really good. I just had really amazing food. Bit full, very thirsty, because a lot of salty broth. But very happy with the result of it. Toughness for that, we would have to do more sports. Our toughness is currently at 13. Not that much less. Thanks. I've already drank some water afterwards. 20 reasoning. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely a good step in the right direction. I already checked you. You are new. It's pouring rain, and everyone's trying to stay dry under the grass roof palapas. Everyone except this. Off in the distance, over at the wall near the sports ball field. He's definitely skulking. We can't follow him because we need higher perception. We could tell someone or just ignore him. Drink. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Hi there. Ah yes, the roommates have posted pictures of the hot pot in the group chat. That's very mean, but it was very, very good food. With 2 different broths, so ignore him, I don't think we're a snitch. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sad that the quietly follow him option isn't there yet, but we also have not been able to raise our perception at all. So yeah, we're just ignoring him. When you glance back again, this is gone. But he's still here! Yep, that is his usual thing. We need bravery to eat a worm. Alright. We still have the option of deliver supplies. Our happiness is also... stress is also looking pretty good right now. That gives organizing and perception. And friendship with Mars. As well as monies. Then we have shoveling dirt. Which gives money, friendship with Cal, and toughness. Sports also gives us toughness. Bravery, toughness, and friendship with anemone. Then we have class, creativity, persuasion, friendship with tangent, or biology and reasoning, and also friendship with tangent. And this gives us random friendship with somebody, but I wouldn't do it because we are pretty good on stress. I mean, we can still totally do it, if you want. So what do you want to do? Or should I let Faith decide? Luck, rather. No faith. Don't have a strong opinion right now? Alright, then I'm just gonna roll a die. So I guess we're doing deliveries. Can't hurt. Some money. It's been a while, but it's time to attend a meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. Mars started the SFC years ago, when you were little kids. Tangent and Tammy agreed to join at the time, but then you all got busy with other things and forgot about it, and then Tammy died. You met in an unused conference room in Command, which Mars says is perfect for a secret club. Club President Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang, Vice President of Writing Down Secrets, records the meeting notes on her holopalm. As Vice President of Fun Ideas, it was your job to come up with something for the club to do today. You chose making friendship bracelets and brought all the supplies you'll need. Today, Mars announces, we're gonna make friendship bracelets, and I have an even better idea. We're gonna sell them to people for kudos. That isn't really how kudos are supposed to be used, but Mars is hard to argue with sometimes. The three of you spent the afternoon braiding bracelets out of recycled bits of wire and bright plastic packing straps. Your hearts aren't really in it, though. All three of you know that Tammy would have been much better at this than you. Making friendship bracelets was one of her favorite things. She was always giving them to people and didn't expect anything in return. It's eventually Mars who calls the meeting early. She takes all your misshapen bracelets and looks at them dubiously. I don't know if people will want to trade their kudos for these, but I'll do my best. I'll put the kudos in the club treasury. Meeting adjourned. You ask Tangent if she thinks Mars is actually going to sell them. I think so, Tang tells you. But the club doesn't even have a treasury. She'll probably just keep the kudos for herself. She doesn't seem to care. Get to work. One extra card when drawn. Add a 1 to the card next to it. That could be a 2-2. Extra card when drawn. Win. Ooh, damn. What the fuck? You're having a terrifying familiar dream. Any clue why the game's name is shown to me both as I'm a teenage exocolonist and I'm a child exocolonist? The name of the game is I'm a teenage ex-colonist. I just called the stream today I'm a child exocolonist because we are still a child. That is just the stream name that I put in. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls. Unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" But your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess this must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder! It must be a thunderstorm. It's still the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with great pearls of thunder, like the footsteps of an angry beast. Hide under the covers until it's over, run outside and play in the rain, or go to your parents for comfort. Did I miss much, by the way? Wasn't there last Friday? Well, we started out basically with fire everywhere around us, and then somebody helped us out of the flames. And then we woke up and were on a spaceship that just basically landed on a new planet. And yeah, we've been on this colony planet for a while, running errands, improving our stats a little bit. The person that helped us was probably one of our peers, but older, so there's time shenanigans definitely going on. Yes, this is the second stream of the game. I thought you were there. I was confused. Yes, this is the second stream of Pride Month, so it is the second stream of the Pride game. Alright, no worries. I am gonna roll a die. We are going to our parents for comfort. Your dad is awake too, watching the rain from the large porthole in the kitchenette. He gives you a hug and you gaze out together. "This is good," he says quietly. "It means we'll have plenty of water for the crops. Pure, healthy water, just like on Earth. Everything's going to be okay, my little potato." You hug your dad tight and hope he's right. We are in mid-wet now. Mars scowls from under the protection of a transparent umbrella. "Absolutely not," she pouts. "Do not even ask me to do anything. If my hair gets wet, you're soy meat." Your dad is completely drenched from the seasonal rains, out in the fields far from any sort of shelter. "Hey, Stardust," he greets you. "Wet enough for you?" Yeah, I'm just gonna check whether there's anything. Yeah. No. I know there are dots above them usually. When they have something story-wise to say, but I'm still checking. Alright. What do we want to do in our second month of the stream? Of the wet season? More work or class? Still can't do expeditions because we still need toughness or bravery. Help with plants? We can totally help with plants. by shoveling dirt. That gives us toughness, which currently we're at 13. Let's go. You join Cal at a particularly fragrant pile of compost. He's trying to use his hoverboard as a wheelbarrow, carefully pushing compost off into the pile. Don't you just love this? Cal asks excitedly. Your hoverboard? Yeah, it's cool. Dad? I guess it's okay. What? These stinky, rotted food scraps? Dad? I guess it's okay. No, he laughs. I mean, just this. He waves his arms, dirt encrusted up to the elbows, to take in the entire greenhouse. We get to help plant stuff and watch it grow. Even if we're just moving dirt around, we're still helping. Why do you like it so much? Oh, but it's so boring. And yes, you are very much not in sync so far. This can change right now. Thought so. Why do you like it so much? Well, he considers. I like digging holes in the dirt because it's so full of surprises down there. I found a worm. Wait, let me see if I can find her again. He sticks his hand into the compost and rummages around, his tongue sticking out of his mouth. I guess she got away, he says after a minute. She was real shiny, like a rainbow. Gay. Wait, he says. I just thought of a thing like I like better. He shows you his splayed hand. Getting dirt under my fingernails. He laughs. I don't know why, but it's the best. And we're getting to work. Oh yeah, right, we have a 5 card. I guess we could play it like this. You worked well this month. 1 toughness. Yes. We got 1... Wait, we got 4. That's good. So we're at 17 now. Meaning if we get 3 more toughness, then we have the... we are tough enough to go outside, was it? Yeah. So, if we shovel dirt again, then we would have the points to go outside? And was there somebody with a challenge that needs toughness? It's not you. You need bravery. You need persuasion. That needs animals. You need toughness. -2 to neighboring cards. For telling a violent tale. -2 though. So yeah. we could shovel dirt and then it would be the toughness at 20, or we could just do one of the other things. Everything is still open. What do you want to do? Let's shovel more dirt. Let's shovel more dirt. The new brown dirt is pretty rank, but it almost smells good after a while. Is this what the people in the Holovitz mean when they describe a smell as earthy? Smells for Tamni. Fair enough. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, we're already at the points that we need. Let's just put more cards in so that we have higher points. We got 2 stars for that one. I think that was the best one so far. We got 5 toughness out of this. Perfect. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning you wake in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see a holostream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals. If you can even call it morning. They've named it glow season because, like, everything is crazy glowing on out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point in even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. Yeah, hella dull. No way, it looks cool out there. No way, it looks cool out there. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it. Like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls and gurgling roars. After Mars's message is a notice from the council, warning everyone to stay safe inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back, and the gates closed for the month. There's a tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. Okay, this is the last season of the month. It only has one month now, until the end of the year. Damn, it looks pretty, look at that. You're way too scared to go outside during low season, and besides the gates is closed, but I can go out if I want to. But do we want to do it now, or do we wait for the next month to do that? A small team led by the security chief Rhett was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. Okay, sports ball is still the same. Yes, let's go. Oh no. Yeah, didn't expect that to be a thing. We can still study. We could also do a rest period. But let's first get that card, shall we? Want to train together? On your way to the sports ball pitch, Anemone shares the story about the time her brother Com once spiked the ball so hard that he broke Utopia's nose, back when she used to play sports ball too. She describes it in gory detail. But don't go easy on me, she exclaims. That's why we have med beds, right? Plus, I might get a cool scar. She thumbs a blue scaled scar on her jaw, right under her ear. Getting your butt kicked. That looks really cool. That card. For that we need now toughness of 40 or higher. We could train, yes. Let me just check. Oh yeah, our friendships look like this. Oh, Tammy. There's still so many people or whatever I haven't met yet. They might be creatures, I don't know. We are at 67% stress. Which is still very much enough for training. That's bravery and toughness and also friendship with Anemone. We will save her, I'm convinced. I mean, there's some time shenanigans going on here, so yes. Absolutely. Let's train. No wait, that was... Yes, we wanted to train with Anemone. What do we do now? We could play sports, we could go to class, or we do a rest period so that we can easily go out exploring the world as soon as the next month is reached. What are you doing? This is staring off into the wilderness outside the gates. Feels different, he mumbles. Dunno how, just different. You ask him what he means, but he just shakes his head and stuffs his hands in his pockets. Not ominous at all. Wait, is this something? You find a glittering crystal cluster. Hell yeah. That wasn't glowing. Okay. Rest. We're starting to go into the red again. Yeah. Let's trust him about that. I think he's been outside quite a bit. Probably, yeah. Forget one memory optional. Yes, that is still for forgetting cards. You spend several hours a day obsessively checking the local holonet for updates. With so few people in the colony, social media can be very dead. With so few people, yeah. It feels like you're talking to yourself sometimes. You try to start a few conversations, but most people are busy at work or school. Right. We have the option to forget a 0 and a 1 card. Do we want to forget the childlike wonder or the first words, or neither? We also have, like, at this point, 2 level 5 cards. So at some point, forgetting the zeros kind of can make sense. Can you have too many cards? I don't know, but, like, this is a 0 points card. I don't know whether it makes sense. I don't want to forget childlike wonder, though. We don't have to. We can keep it. I also don't know what it, like, if it does anything to us as a person to forget cards yet. Maybe it's literally just forgetting, like, getting rid of weak cards. Maybe it is something like more like the never-ending story sort of thing. It's daytime when the emergency sirens start up. Well, what passes for day? It's still nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look toward the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you used for hull breaches and fires, and in space it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. On Batumna, it means to go to an assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is the children's creche, but from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire. Is the colony under attack? Yeah, we don't have 5 bravery. So we're hiding in the creche and get a 2 for being unchangeable. You find this in the creche and join him in hiding under the arts and crafts table. The lights are dim. You scared? He asks quietly. Not silently. Of course I'm scared. I just don't want to fight. We're nodding silently. Diz shrugs. I thought I would be, but I'm not, he says. I'm not scared of stuff like this. You can't help but glance at the holoprojector on the wall, the one that electrocuted your classmate Tammy earlier this year. The glowing bear looms over the room and for a moment looks more like a monster than a toy. You grew up here. It feels weird to be hiding here, like you're just little kids again. You hear more gunfire and yelling, but within half an hour, they play the all clear tone. Chief Surveyor Tonin comes in to let you know it's all safe now as the lights come back on. You glance at the hologram teddy bear again. Tonin was Tammy's dad. How can he be sure it's safe? How can he be sure anything is safe? You're relieved when your parents arrive with an ashen-faced Cal. They won't talk about what happened at Geoponics. Oh wait, this is the first time I noticed that our mum's leg. That looks very cool. Gotta wait for the trophy to go away, thank you. After 2 weeks of darkness, with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened, or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile, others were species nobody had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed. This time. It is early quiet now. So the internet says it's useful to forget low cards because the probability of to draw your better cards increases. I mean, yes, I was thinking that was probably the case. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20, so you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Use the Skills and Friends button at the top left of the screen to keep track of them. Good luck. Thanks. Yes, so we got a whole friendship point with Kel, and half one with Anemone and Tangent. And the most friendship points we have with our dearly departed best friend. Yeah, we have 10 years. It's a long game, and also apparently we might be returning to the earlier years afterwards. I don't know whether every year is gonna be as long though. And we're still not a teenager. Start year age 11. Your dad is watching your mum work. You can practically see the hearts in his eyes. Your mum is an incredible lady, he says dreamily. True love is hurtling yourself into space with someone and hoping for the best for your children. Ew, Dad. Gross. I wonder if you go through them just as slowly if you do it again. I don't know. We'll have to find out. It is cute. Still need bravery. Anemone has something new. So then I trapped it in my room, Anemone says, telling you all about the bug she saw in her quarters. Its wings were as big as my hand, and it had feelers like, wow. It was bouncing all over the place like, boing, boing, boing. She gestures excitedly, swinging her arms over her head. The bugs here are so big, and they're everywhere. I was gonna give it to Tang, she says. She loves gross bug stuff, but she said I should just let it go, because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers. I mean, other than the one I already have. And I wanted to see if I got more weird mutant powers, so I started jumping around, off higher and higher things, until I was jumping off the back of the ship. And I got in so much trouble, but it wasn't even that high. She stops in her tracks. Hold on, she says, stooping to rub irritably at her knee for probably the 100th time in the past few minutes. I'm gonna die! I busted up my knees! And it's so itchy when my scales grow in. Annie, don't pick at it. Chief Steward Antecedent's voice rings out across the garrison yard, pleasant but firm. It instantly transports you back to being in the ship crash, tugging on her skirt and calling her auntie. Anemone jumps and stands up straight, her hands flying to her sides. But, Mom! Anemone whines, digging her fingers into her knees as Antecedent approaches you both. It's so scratch-tastically itchy! I know, lovely, Antecedent soothes her, patting down her riotous red hair. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. Anemone tucks her hand under her armpits to keep from scratching. What if I want to have cool scales? She pouts. Antecedent smiles indulgently. At the rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covered in them before you know it. No need to rush. Anemone's skin is dotted with patches of protective blue-green scales that grow in wherever she gets a cut or scrape. She rubs the patch on her jaw indignantly. The one she got when she ran headfirst into the food synthesizer back on the ship. Learned Anemone augment. I mean, yeah, she does have scales on, like, her cheeks and her left arm. Antecedent opens her satchel and pulls out a bundle of clothes. The queue for the nanoprinter is over a week long, so I patched your pants with scraps from your brother's clothing. Please try not to put any more holes in them, or yourself, okay? She hands the clothes to Anemone and kisses her on her forehead. Anemone sticks out her tongue and gags. Yuck. Anemone evaluates the clothing as her mum walks away. Galactic, she breathes, as she runs her fingers over the odd-colored patches. Then, right there, in the middle of the yard, she unshamedly squirms out of her pants and pulls on the new ones. Wow, I look like a fighter jet from the Hollows, she exclaims, showing off her new pants. Like when they stencil your kill count on your plane. Okay. Or like a really cool scar? You should be more careful. Yeah, don't put any more holes in your clothes or yourself. Or like a really cool scar. Anemone grins. Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred just like me. Yes, still needs more toughness. She's getting very scaly in some places. Do we have an augment like... we have the brain. Yes, that is our augment. Right. Also, we are at 50 again for stress level because of the attack earlier. Let me just go around, see whether there's anything on the ground that I can pick up. I don't think so. And then we will definitely go outside. Oh, there's... Yep. Medicinal roots. Got it. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Hey there, Solace. Uncle Tonin tries to muster his old smile. I'm afraid you better stick to sports ball for now, okay? It's a tough world outside these walls. I'm tough enough. Well, so you are, Uncle Tonin replies, his voice heavy as he looks at you with pride. You're growing up, aren't you? He nods and pats you on the shoulder, and you know he's thinking of Tammy. Listen, he tells you. I can see that you're a tough cookie, and I'd love to have you on my surveyor team in the future. But you'll have to wait a few more years first. Come see me when you're older, okay, kiddo? Dejected, you drag your feet as you walk back through the gates to safety. Psst! What's that? You look around questioningly. Is it Diz? Is Diz gonna take us outside? Psst! It's Diz. He's hiding behind some bushes. That's so typical. He puts a finger to his lips and motions for you to follow him. Sure, you figure, why not? He leads you silently along the walls toward the garrison, then crouches down in the bushes between the sports ball field and the security pavilion to fiddle with something. Suddenly he's gone. What? You check to make sure nobody else noticed. Then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Behind some popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe in the wall big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. You could slide it aside to get through. You could sneak out. We've just unlocked sneak out in expeditions. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo or the subaqueous swamps or the other cool places surveyors get to go, well, you could sneak through here to explore just outside the colony walls. If this does it, how dangerous could it be? We get bravery, perception, and friendship with this if we do it. That doesn't seem safe, but sure. I mean, I guess you can't use this when you're bigger anyway. Probably not, but when we're bigger, we can just go out the door. Let's do it. Let's sneak out, okay? Got another trophy called What's Out There. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the Expedition Depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Event respawns at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles can have a chance to appear every season. Okay. Alright, let's talk to you first then. You slipped through the drain pipe and out of the colony before anyone saw you. Anyone, that is, except for a dark form watching you from the trees nearby. Could that be... Is that Diz? He turns and disappears into the jungle. Now you're sure of it. That was definitely Diz. He's not allowed outside the colony either. Shout his name, follow him, or ignore him. We follow. You scamper after him through the bushes, heedless of branches and brambles scraping at your arms and legs. Without a proper envirosuit, you get all scratched up. The kid is fast. You quickly lose sight of this and can't find his trail again, but you do learn something by trying. I think the toughness went up a little bit. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop-eye. You've heard people talk about them, but never seen one up close. When you try to walk past it, it nips painfully at your heels. But when you back off, it just stops and stares at you. What is its deal? Which is an animal challenge. Push past it or find another way around it. The second pair of eyes is a tiny bit disconcerting. We're doing the challenge, obviously. We need 29, that's never gonna happen. Okay, that gives us 8. And that gives us only 6. So we're going for the one that gives us 8. +1 to the card on the right, so that's 3. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't add any points if I add anything now. So I'm keeping the 0 for maybe a combo with the other 0 then. Unchangeable, that's good for other things. We won! We snuck outside is the most important thing that you missed. There was also an animal attack at the end of last year. But yeah, we just snuck outside and currently we're fighting an animal. And we won. It be like that, yes. And we're 11 years old now. No skill changes. What? We got +1 perception and +1 animals. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. And yeah, in the outside things are going differently. Oh, there's another question mark over there. This is the only thing I have right now, or is there something else over here? There's another question mark over here, and another one over here. We can do them in any order. Does anybody have any preferences? Probably not. This is the one who snuck out here and we lost him because we aren't good enough at following him. Right now, in this area, for everything we do, we get stress. And yeah, we can basically stay out here until we can't, and then we have to go back in. Time doesn't pass right now, but we definitely have to do a rest period after this. And this area also stays the way it is right now until the end of the year, which this is the first month of it. and then resets, and we can start exploring again. And yeah, everything we find here is ours to keep, and we can stay out here as long as we can with like stress levels. That one looks like it's looping around back to the beginning of the colony, while these go further afield. Can I look at the map of it? Probably not. It doesn't tell me that it goes anywhere specifically. Yes. Any specific route? Should we stay on the road? Or should we go basically just through the brushes? There's also the route back to the entrance of the camp, I guess. No! Keep exploring. Oh, there's a collectible over there. Like another thing that can strengthen our card play. I'm just gonna roll a die to see where we're going. We are going this way. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rain season. If you were older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Give them a friendly pat or come back later. At least I don't think we get any stress from this, right? Pat pat. I am also very full. It was very good food though, so it was definitely worth it. We pat. That got us animals and perception, okay. You like the mush trees. You give one a pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus, or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. Aww. Oh hey, we found this. We're talking to this, right? What is this sound? You spot this sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like, it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of a jungle so far away from the colony walls. It's your stomach, sure. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore, and it's really weird out here, and it's getting late. This stares unblinkingly at you as you approach. Hi, Solace, is all he says. Your sister's worried about you. Hi, Diz. Why are you out here? I'm going to tell on you. Hi, Diz. This is on PlayStation. He seems to be in a good mood. Something you see very rarely. Did you see Utopia out there? Diz asks. Chief Surveyor Tonin is easy to sneak past, but Utopia has like X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you if for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool and sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little ways into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping just out over a cliff face. The ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff face. This walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Try to be brave or wuss out. Switch has it? That's cool. I have a fly in here. Why? Who allowed this fly to be here? We're trying to be brave. Let's see. We need 30 for this. Your cat needs to do her job. Agreed, yes. We could do this, and this. Yes. I think that's fairly good. Her job is being a pretty little thing. That is very true. That got us 11. That gets us only 9. I think we have it. Oh, -2 to the neighboring cards. Don't like that. If I had another 2 card, we could make a street out of this, but we can't. Eh. -2 to neighboring cards. Oh, neighboring yellow cards specifically, okay. Then just not put you next to yellow cards, right? Why did you get down by 4? Sets neighboring cards to this, neighbors to this value, okay. I mean, we have it anyway. But then let's do that. Super goal! And still no stars. We got a bravery. And we get a number 2 card that seems to be Joker colored. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out to the edge with Diz. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your holopalm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret, yours and Diz's. We get a beautiful vista, and I think this is any color. We get +2 friendship with this, that's good. +1 perception and -30 stress, which is also very good. So we keep exploring. Oh yeah, that's just fast travel. Good. Do we keep walking the same way, or do we go like one of the other paths? I guess that's also Merlin's job because he's not hunting the fly we have either. Ah, he is very pretty, I agree. And yes, losing 30 stress was huge to be able to continue this. I'm still very worried about what this sound means. Let's continue on this road. Ooh! It means I had too much food. It's not your stomach! You leave the path and sneak through the strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting this area. It's a small but busy operation, 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a fourth one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Stay and watch what they're doing, which gives us +3 blue card for harvesting mushwood, and +1 for each gem on other cards. And or leave in disgust. Yeah. We gotta take that card. You stay out of sight and watch how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the others are wincing. It's probably just your imagination, though. They aren't planting new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground out up for mulch, with a scary big grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrious your colony is. It sounds like a roaring beast or Mips's stomach. We got a perception from that as well. Very human typical. Don't be proud of that. Yes. We still have 15 left over, so one more challenge and then we go home. You're minding your own business when you stumble into. There's something here, something invisible that makes the hairs on your arms stand on end, like an electric aura. As you walk forward, it begins to feel like something nipping at your ankles. But when you look down, there's nothing there. You back away. The sensation stops. You move forward. Oh, it's worse. The feeling is like tiny electric bites, and it's growing more intense. Some kind of microscopic gnats? An electric field of some sort? It hurts, but maybe you can find a way to avoid it and get through this area. Perceive it or go back. We perceive. Goal is 30. If perception roads were a thing IRL, I would be dead so many times over. I think, to a point, they kinda are. As in, you just perceive things or you don't. Oh, wait. Wait. We can do better? Yes. Yeah, I think this is as much as we can do. No skill changes. And we only got 5 stress from that. By trial and error and a little intuition, you find a route through, whatever it is. The shock seems strongest near some low-lying fractal palms. You can hear a humming from the palms and decide it must be some kind of natural electric field. Maybe to ward off animals, like you. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. You spent the month exploring, got 2 bravery, a perception. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squad are training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They're reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. In all the excitement, you forgot today was your birthday. Oh yeah! Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of "Surprise!" A Vertumnan year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours was in the 2nd month of quiet. Spark snow drifts slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish, like a magic trick. At least you think it's fruit. What are those? Bubba fruit, your dad grins. The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. Bubba fruit? They look very funny. +1 to a card changes suit to blue. Okay. You take a curious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find? Solace is not allowed outside the gates, your mom interrupts, her voice sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says, but your mom cuts him off again. But not now, your mum replies. Not since the attack. Not with everything we know is out there now. You knew about the monsters. Admit it. The attack was scary. Also, if only you knew what I did last month. You knew about the monsters. Admit it. Oh, we got more rebellion. Yep. Wait, didn't we have 5 rebellion already? Your parents exchanged a heavy look. The surveyors knew there was something dangerous out there that we hadn't encountered yet. Your mom admits after a guilty silence. But we didn't know it would attack the colony. We thought if we closed the gates and stayed inside, it wouldn't see us as a threat. We didn't want to scare everyone, your dad adds. It was just a precaution. Even still, your mum says, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security Chief Red is offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know, even for kids. If you're interested, you should drop in sometime. Unlock defense training at the garrison. Your mum gives you a stern look. And I've heard stories of kids sneaking outside the walls, she says grimly. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Your mum doesn't laugh. What, me? Never. It's probably not that dangerous. I'll do what I want. I think we lost rebellion when we hit during the attack. That makes sense, yeah. But, well, we're at the base stat again. What, me? Never. No! We got more loyalty again. I thought we were being sarcastic. Yeah, you better never, your mum retorts, crossing her arms. But you'd think that we get rebellion just for going outside. The game thinks we're conforming. You tell Tenjin you know where this has been going. You tell her... No, what? You tell her he has been sneaking out to explore the jungle. Not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wringing her hands. Is it safe? Probably not, or I'll keep him safe. We chose not to snitch, but we snitched anyway. Well, we didn't snitch to an adult. That is true. And Tang will probably also not rat her brother out. I'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full offense, Solace. But you're just a kid, she replies. However, I suppose it's good to know he isn't alone out there. I know that I need some time off. I'm aware. My stress is at 100. Wait, I gotta bring lights to his human. He is tearing down posters. Oh, shit. Still don't have enough bravery. Dad has something new. Huh. Cal is scrubbing his hands at the water barrel, trying unsuccessfully to get all the dirt out from under his fingernails. It looks like a lost cause. Cal's hands have been dirt-stained probably since you landed here. Stupid, Cal mutters. Stupid. Ugh! He jerks his hands out of the water and holds them to his face. And you hear him sob. Why did they have to? It's not fair! We didn't do anything to them! He wipes his eyes and startles when he sees you. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there, he says. I was just, washing my hands. What are the gifts that we have at this point? We still have the cake. We have +1 to a card change suits to red. +2 to a card with the mushroom logs. We have 2 of them. And yes, that is not concerning or anything, I agree. Redraw a hand with a crystal cluster. Draw a card. We have 3 of those. And +1 to a card change suit 2. We can give him the egg. We can totally give him the egg. Is that an alien egg? Cal exclaims. Wow, I wonder what's inside it. If it's still warm, maybe we can hatch it. He lifts it up and scrutinizes it. Nanami's always talking about wanting to eat a big old alien egg. He says, if this one's not fertilized, I'll give it to her. Learned anemone likes red xeno eggs. Good to know. But we also got 2 friendship points with Cal. But that's cool that he just told us that anemone likes them. Hold this to your head now, my darling, you hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal. It'll help with the swelling. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tira, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs as you approach. Hello, Solace. Hello, Solace, Tira greets you with a kind smile. Don't worry. Recalcitrance just took a tumble off of something he shouldn't have been climbing. Recalcitrance? Mom, Cal complains. It wasn't that bad. Are you gonna be okay? Or, yeah, that sounds like something you'd do. Bloody hell, these names are ridiculous. And we still haven't found out what Diz's full name is. Dystopian. Are you gonna be okay? I'm okay, Cal reassures. I just bonked my head a little. Mum always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile. Even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. My brave boy, Tira says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over to you. Don't let him show off for you, Solace. Ground-based feats of bravery only, for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Only for the rest of the day? You could be a little stricter, I think. Tira laughs and wraps him in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protests, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mum. And we got Cal's strength, which is a level 4 card. Hell yeah. Dad has something new? You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mums might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. I'm fine, thanks. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, that was very cute. I enjoyed that. Remember that we cannot drop friendship points with the adults because there is no friendship tracker for the adults. I do think that if we had said 3, that might have given us rebellion points. But maybe I just need a hug. Wait. It gives us -5 stress and +5 loyalty. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. We can also give Mars something if we like. Or this, or anemone. Oh wait, that just happened. You've seen, yeah, we walked too close to the pavilion. It's fine. We need to talk shit to the leader, lady. Fair. Tang furrows her brows as you approach. You again, she says. Why do you keep pestering me? It's not as though you've done anything to impress upon me your usefulness. At your blank look, Tang rolls her eyes. What I mean is, we're not friends. Okay. I mean, yeah, we do have to rest. There is no way around it. We rest. You look around the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you hang out with? Cal, Anemone, or Tangent? Let's just look at that. We have Anemone at 11, Cal at 20, Tangent at 9. So if we go with Tang, we can probably go for a full heart with her. Tang. Tangent is quietly reading her holopalm. You plop down beside her and ask her what she's reading. Multicellular biology, she says, frowning at the interruption. If you insist on sitting near me, you could at least do it quietly. No problem. You open up your holopalm and find a textbook of old Earth poetry to read. It's never a bad idea to just to do a little independent study. Though she's a little prickly, you can tell Tang appreciates the company. We got reasoning and friendship with Tan. Stress is down. You got a cuddly boy, that's good. Okay, do we want to get rid of the childlike wondering now? Or our first words? Or do we keep both of them? I have a lot of blues. Can I look at my card deck? Yes. I don't have that many blues. We have childlike wandering in there twice. We have distraction, discovering, the absorbent brain, and harvesting mushwood. Our highest one right now is the yellow category. Yeah. We do have enough to get rid of it. Okay. Goodbye, wandering number 1. We can also still forget the first words if we want to. We also have that one twice. That would be the only cards that we have twice. Then we have everything only once in the deck after when we get rid of it. Do we forget the first words? One of them? Oh no, it's one or the other. It's one or the other, never mind. Then we're forgetting the wandering. Okay, that clears that up. Okay. Late quiet now. Let's see if anybody has anything new to say to me. Or if there's anything collectible lying around. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we have... Defense training is new. Let's see how much that costs. Defense training is 15 stress, 1 friendship with anemone, animals, and 2 combat. Anything else should still be exactly the same. Oh no, we also have Register for Engineering class, which needs 5 reasoning or better, and we have 13. So yeah, we can register for engineering class as well. Twitch crashed. Oh no! So yeah, that's new. Anything here that's... view the notice board. Oh yeah, we've had that. That's the same as before. That's the same there. New options are register for a new class. That just might also something that doesn't pass time, but I'm not entirely sure. Or we could do training. The self-defense class, I mean. Or one of the old options. This could be something that doesn't pass any time. It looks like something that doesn't pass any time, but yeah. Oh damn, lightning really got in there. We register for the engineering classes. Using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students. Yeah. That got us organizing and engineering. You're now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in engineering class. Hell yeah. Engineering class gives us engineering, reasoning, friendship with Tang, and stress. I mean, everything gives us stress. So do we do the class as well? Study engineering. Professor Hal rubs his hands together as he waits for the class to settle down. He's in a great mood. This must be his favorite subject to teach. If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But, believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. Oh my god. He winks. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. Tangent raises her hand. Will we also learn about nuclear engineering? She asks. Professor Hell nods. Yes, at a beginner level. We'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge suit, social, mental, or physical, determines what conditions can appear, or which decks will work best. Try to collect special yellow cards if you want to win battles for social skills. Empathy, persuasion, creativity, and bravery. Oh, they live in a nuclear reactor. No wonder they got mutations. Yup. Well, we are 2 out, and I don't think I can get higher than that. But I could use one of the mushwood logs that would give the wandering A+2, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we would have it. We have 2 of these logs, so might as well. That gives us exactly 15. And oh, the absorbent brain gives us a +2 as well on that. That's cool. And we got kudos for having the best score. Ooh, an egg. Should we give that to Anemone since she likes them? We found this out. Anemone holds her palms up to you excitedly. Solace, look! Her palms are covered with a collection of scrapes and blue flaky scales. I'm getting tougher every day. Here, I got something for you. The Xeno egg. Whoa, this egg looks tasty! Anemone exclaims. Wait, I can eat this, right? That gives us +2 friendship. Hell yeah. Okay, what do? We can still check out what defense classes look like, or we go back outside, or we take more classes. Right now I don't think it makes much sense to take a break, but we can also totally do that. Or we can go to work and earn us some kudos. I hope that wasn't bad for her or something. She's tough. Maybe if it is bad for her, then now she has scales inside her stomach? She's fine. If Anemone dies of food poisoning, I swear. Alright, seems like you don't have strong opinions on what to do next. So, shall we just check out the defense thing so that we have done that? You attend your first session of Security Chief Red's self-defense classes. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anemone are the only kids. She gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Red rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking along, thinking you're safe within the walls, and flying animals could swoop out of the sky. Then what would you do? Red chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to chop that beast right in the throat. Hi-ya! He points at the assembled class. But only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And the only way to learn is by doing. Who wants to volunteer for a demonstration? Step forward or huddle with Anemone for strength. The only way to begin is by beginning, yes. Step forward. That's a bravery. The security chief doesn't scare you, or so you pretend. Red is like the biggest adult you know, and he's so intense. You step forward and Red nods as he crouches down. Okay, he says. I'm a manticore, stalking you through the forest. What do you do? I kick it in the face or I run away. I want to see more of that tattoo on his arms there. I kick it in the face. That gives us stress. You try to kick Red as he approaches you. He easily grabs your foot and flips you onto the mat. Ouch. Wrong. Use your brain, Solace. The first thing you do is call for help. Then you run. Red grabs your forearm and holds you off the ground. Only engage with the enemy when there's no other alternative. No one walks away from a fight without getting hurt. So the first rule of self-defense is to not put yourself in situations where you need to fight. Anemone still thinks you're cool for acting tough. She gives you another thumbs up. And 2 friendship points. Once you've learned situational awareness, we'll move on to hand-to-hand self-defense, drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready will we advance to weapons. There aren't that many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves and batons, with a few plas rifles. You hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know how. Yeah, I don't think I can do much about this. Yeah, this is not a winning hand. I don't think I can win this challenge. So either we use one of these, but none of that guarantees us a win this time, or we give up, or we push through. And losing still does advance the story. Yeah, we're losing this. Defeated. You didn't work very well this month. You would have gotten a 1 combat. Oh no. Well, we still got 2 combat. It's fine. We got something out of it. Mid-pollen now. Tang has something to say. Tangent is watching a construction crew build scaffolding for the new engineering pavilion. They're using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter-long pole and stack it into place. She points toward them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing and biology class. The book says it's what sets us apart from the animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. And if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Yeah, totally. Also, we can sweat. Maybe the animals have need adaptations. We can say the thing about sweating because our biology is good enough for this. We can sweat. Tang nods vigorously. Yes, also that. I read that not many animals sweat except humans, and it makes us naturally good in hot places. It's like we're made to be explorers. Together you watch as the foreman puts the blueprint for the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her hollow palm, and raises it to the scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Tang says primly. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. That's a bit mean. And also, yes, Mips is very, very bad in hot places. This is giving such colonialist vibes. Yes. She puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology, she says. All of us are, really, with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic superspecies. Okay, Tang. You meet your dad adjusting a watering pot in your mum's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, his eyes runny and red. Let's throw some eugenics into the mix! Yay! Yes. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill on the stratospheric, except sometimes when the zero-G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says nasally. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this time of year. She buries her nose deep in them. And they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful. Then he blows his nose loudly. Sniff the flowers tentatively or tell them you're scared of the pollen. We sniff. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but maybe that's just the allergies. Hey Solace, I know that the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around in the quarters wing. I mean, we're still good. We're at 35 stress, Dad. Don't worry. Nothing around here, I think. No. Right. What do? We could totally go back out for a bit. Or we could try to earn some money. Or we go to class, work on our stuff. We still have 0 in persuasion. I don't know how to raise that. Let's explore for a bit, shall we? Okay, we have 10 events remaining and 5 collectibles remaining. And events respawn in quiet. I don't quite know yet what season is. But I think quiet is the first season of the year, so, I mean, they did say it respawns in the beginning of the year. This is how far we got. Ooh. You look pretty. There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybook, but with leathery reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what it does. Be as quiet as possible, eat some snacks while you watch, or leave. Be as quiet as possible. Let's see. We need 29. That's 12 already. Yeah, that looks good. Hell yeah. You're unchangeable, yes. -2 to neighboring cards. What happens if I put you at minus... Okay, I can't put you at -2. I mean, let's do the 18. That's the max I can do, I think. We got the super goal. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and drops the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your holopalm, but you know you can't share it or you'll get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Or... Eventually it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful. Vitamna is a magical place. Uh-oh. Do we take a different branch or do we talk to this adult that we should totally not... like, that should totally not see us outside? Or Babus. Yes. I was thinking it could be Babus. It's doing that sound again. Mips is here again with the growling stomach. Let's see what this does. You spot Uncle Tonin, Chief Surveyor Tonin, that is, bumbling about, preparing some automated survey equipment in a clearing. He's very cautious, jumpy even, but he's making a lot of noise. Every few minutes he'll pause to listen and check his surroundings, then go back to banging away. He shouldn't be hard to avoid if you don't want to get caught sneaking out. Go back the way you came, or perception challenge with an arrow down? For sneak past him. Does that mean it's a hard challenge? What does the arrow down mean? It could also be an easy challenge. It is a green arrow after all, yeah. Yeah, the text also does say that it's easy to sneak past him. So this might just be a very easy thing to do. Sneak past him. Well, this doesn't add any points. sure that's halfway there. Yeah, I think we got this. We already won this and we haven't even done the third round yet. Okay. Wait, no. This way. We have the super goal. You sneak past Chief Surveyor Tonan easily, walking while he makes noise and ducking down when he stops to check his surroundings. That was easy. A stream cuts through the path here. There must usually be stepping stones across it, but the water's too high to cross safely. Bravely jump over it or turn back. We jump. Okay, just wanted to see whether that counts as you being a yellow card. It does. That's fun. Okay, we're definitely setting you last. No, wait. That's 10. Did we have more just now? Yeah, that's still 10. Yeah, because it's 1 point more for having the same point value. No! Okay, I didn't completely screw it up. It's fine. I had most cards set. Yeah, we have it. We have the super goal. Good enough. Oh, that's just neighboring yellow cards. Yep. 3 stars. However, that worked. We got a kudos from the best score. You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Geoponics engineers have set up a worksite here, using the roboplow to tear up the ground and prep it for farming. You don't want them to see you. They'll send you home for sure. Take a closer look, sneak past them, or go another way. I need to go use the sleep now. Got work tomorrow. I'm sorry. I hope you don't have to work for many hours tomorrow. Hope it's a short shift at least. But yeah, have a good sleep. Longer than usual. Oh no. Good night. Sneak past them. Not the bestest cards ever. I think I'm gonna keep you until I actually have something that has a gem on it. And then just throw away the baby card. We have nothing else that would add a point to that. I mean, we cannot also just keep the card. But maybe we draw more cards if we use it. Yeah, let's try this. Okay. Still no cards with a gem on it. Yeah. You have a gem on it. On you. No, 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 no. We're not setting you next to that. That makes no sense whatsoever. But. Setting you there. Yep. I don't think we can do much better than that. And you get the 1 point from the gem card here. Okay. Got monies. 1 perception. You skulk under the trees at the edge of their operation. The loud grinding of the robo-plow hides any noise you might have made. Oh wait. Keep exploring. Wait, let's read the... You sneak up to the expedition's office at the colony gates. Nobody has seen you yet. The lively hustle through the gates kind of makes you miss your friends inside. If you want to go home, you could sneak back through the drain pipe now. We keep exploring. There's still... there's a fast travel there. There's still this way. With the collectible item behind it. And the sound is back. At the top of a rise off to the east, you think you spot someone watching you. They're dressed in black. Is that Diz? But they look way too tall to be Diz. Maybe another surveyor? You blink and the figure is gone. Must have been my imagination. Hike over there and look, or hike over there and look for clues. Hike over there and look for clues. You bushwhack down into a valley and up the other path to where you thought you saw them standing. No sign of a camp or anything obvious like a dropped pack. No note saying, "I'm watching you," signed mysterious figure. Spooky. We get a mysterious stranger. 1. You should go home soon. We currently have 90. Yeah, we should probably head home. Oh, there's another thing here that I didn't see earlier. With a route behind it. Oh, we can approach this from the other side now. That's fun. Should we do this so that we have the clear path? That's basically a shortcut now from the beginning of the area. That gives us a perception. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There are some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get at them. Salvage, try to plant something, or ignore it. Try to plant something. We got 2 biology. You're just a kid playing at being a farmer. You mess around for a few hours planting some things that look like seeds, but it's unlikely any of them will actually grow here. You 2 walnut. Yeah, we have to go home now. We got up to 95. Oh, no. You crawl through the big drainage pipe behind the sports ball pitch, carefully sliding the metal grate back into place behind you. Then, carefully check that the coast is clear. No, let's not do that. We hop out of the pipe. And straight into the barrel chest of Chief Surveyor Tonin. Well, he says and tries to put on his sternest look. It fails. We've been wondering where you disappeared to, Solace. I sent Utopia out with some survey drones to look for you hours ago. You're lucky your parents have been too busy to notice yet. I should probably tell them. You start to sweat. But maybe you've already learned your lesson, he chuckles. His big hands clasp you on the shoulder. No more playing outside the gates, okay? I'm sorry, or yeah, whatever. The die says we're saying, yeah, whatever. How did that not get us any rebellion points? Come on! You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Marzipan... Oh, that's her full name, huh? When Marzipan struts in. Look at you, eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up at you. I'll bet you don't even know what day today is. You're right, I don't know. Or, your birthday? Is that towards her name being Marzipan, or to the way she treats us? Your birthday? No, you dummy, she exclaims, swatting your shoulder. My birthday is the first month of wet season. You better remember that. Okay, we know her birthday now. Today, she announces to the room, is St. Valentine's Day. Diz and Cal wander over to hear more. Back on Earth, Mars explains, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And when you put the sweets under your pillow and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows and pigs. You're mixing several things together there. Cal laughs. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here. Before Mars can answer, Diz snorts, This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Mars shouts at his back. Well, nobody was going to pick you anyway. You stink. Valentine's Day sounds like fun. I know who my best friends will be. I think it's dumb too. Valentine's Day sounds like fun. Cal nods, clapping his hands excitedly. I'm gonna tell all the other kids about it, Mars says. So you go around and find your best friend and give them their gift. She points a finger at you. Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friends, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. Oh, for fuck's sake. Listen, our best friend died. We gotta make some new friends. Or tighter friends, I guess. Oh no. It's late pollen now. Let's just do the new things. Oh yeah, that's telling people that they're my best friend. An enemy is kicking a sports ball from foot to foot without letting it touch the ground. She fakes like she's going to pass it to you, then kicks it sideways and runs over to catch it before you can get there. Too slow, she giggles. Do you really want to be BFFs with this silly girl? She teases you again, then goes back to balancing the sports ball on her knees. Okay, we can choose our best friend. Who will it be? Yes, relationship meter. Let's see. Cal is right now leaving with 2 points, followed by an enemy. Well, 20 points rather. Anemone has 16. 10 with 14, very, very close behind. This with 10. Mars with 4. That makes sense. Yeah, I know. We can't pick Tammy. Okay, so it's between Anemone and Tammy and Tang. Sorry. Rolling for it then, I guess, or I'm sorry, we can't pick Tammy. The dice says we're going to go with Anemone. Okay, okay. Then we're going with Tang. Tangent is waving her hands vigorously in the air. She's playing a study game on her holopalm where you have to match falling numbers into correct equations. She barely notices you come up. Logically, we should be friends. That needs reasoning, and we have that. Or, hey, wanna be best friends? Or, on second thought... Yeah, I thought so. Logically, we should be friends. You lay out the reasoning, strengthen numbers, deal-making as the foundation for human society, and so on. Tang pauses the game and her eyes focus on you. Best friends? That sounds so childish. But I suppose us smart kids should stick together, and it would make Mars stop asking me if I've chosen a best friend yet. She goes back to her game. I accept your proposal. Yay! $16. So Tang and Anemone are on equal now. Yeah, the question is, do we continue or do we stop here? If we continue, then I will need a bio break. If we stop... Proposal, yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this one, since that is a new thing. This is sitting in the grass near the big gates that lead out to the jungle. He's just staring out into nothingness and picking absent-mindedly at the weeds. He pretends not to notice as you approach. Are you okay? Do you want to play a game, tease him, or sit down with him? Yeah, alright, then we just finish this, and then I'll save and leave the game. And have my bio break. Alright. Yeah, we sit down with him. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out saying and doing nothing. You stare out the big gates. The grass in the colony is trimmed short by garden bots, but out there it's wild and as high as your waist. Head surveyor Tonin is prepping his equipment for an outing. He's bringing a lot. Maybe he's going to stay out overnight. You're starting to wonder if this will ever acknowledge you when he says, I've got to go. As he starts down the hill, he pauses and says, this is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Okay. Well, good. Game saved. Then we'll definitely pick this up next week. See if we can turn 12 or even 13 by next week. Yeah. Have a good night, and I'll see some of you very soon. Bye-bye!